diameter down here on the large end, which is the operator side, the way we're going to be cutting this thing parallel to the bark is going to be 33 inches wide. This wide head is rated for 34 inches, so we're in good shape right there. And luckily this thing fell on here exactly how I needed it to, because this way right here, when you do the diameter, it is, here to the tallest point, it's right at 40 inches. So, you know, I couldn't have done it that way at all. The saw head wouldn't have cleared it. But I think we'll be okay right here and see what happens. What we'll try doing this first pass is come through on the top and just remove this butt swell just a little bit. And then kind of see where I'm at, see how I'm feeling here, and see how the log's doing. Hopefully there's no metal in this. But who knows about that? This is right beside of a barn. I think the guy said to cut it down, so the likelihood of metal is pretty high. If everything goes just right, I'm hoping to just slab it where it sits all the way down. If everything goes right. See what happens. Real quick guys, down here on the small end, this is probably going to be the largest small end of a log I've ever had. The diameter on the cross, which is the way we're cutting it, is still 31 inches. So there's not much taper at all. And the biggest diameter here, when you turn it this way, is about 37. This will be the biggest log I've ever cut. Nice stuff. Well, that is our first slab right there. I took about 2 cuts, and I got half a slab before this one. It'll be about a 2-footer probably. Had a lot of bark on the other end of it. But this one here, about 4 foot of it right here. Probably gonna be a nice slab. Right here we got a lot of bark. Once this is kiln dried, we'll cut this off and get rid of this part. But no metal. And I was able to squeeze it through there. It was awful tight right down here. And the reason is this log could come over about 4 more inches toward me, but I can't move it. The log clamp will not move it over. So hopefully by getting this slab off and those other cuts, I'll be able to move it over just a little bit and get rid of that problem, because it flares out too much right here due to the position it's in. I won't be able to cut anymore. I don't have to move it over about 2 or 4 inches, at least 2 inches. Nice stuff. This old growth walnut here, a true old growth walnut, an old tree like this, I cut one back in 2013, a long time ago, and it's got a real nice purple color to it. Really nice, and this one here also has it. Nice stuff. This is going to be heavy. I need to take this one off and flip it over, and we'll scrape the dust off and see how it looks. And I'll probably do it over here on the loading arms, because it's going to be stacked actually right over here with those other walnuts, so I don't have far to go. Let's pull this one off and see how it looks. This is probably going to be a 3 or 4 video series here on showing all the slabs out of this log. Good stuff. Beautiful right there. A little bit of crotch figure going on here at the top. Wasn't expecting that. Decent amount of sapwood here on the sides, about 2 inches probably. Well, I'm not complaining right now. Some nice stuff, and there's no metal so far.
Here we are, here in the valley, by the riverside. We have our peace, we have our freedom, if only for a time. And we won't go onward when come the winter time. We know it well, the pain of leaving, but this will raise the bar. And I will go with all I know to seek the sounds of our dreaming. Come what may, and come what will, then I'm home.